Welcome everyone. This is episode 17 of Audacity, the VeloCity OKC show.
We have lost track, honestly.
Just before Christmas.
So many of them.
Where are we today?
We are right in front of the new Omni Hotel and Resorts that's in the heart of downtown Oklahoma City. We're going to meet with Steve Keenan, their general manager, in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I want to take a moment to introduce myself.
Yes.
I'm Kaylee McDaniel, Senior Marketing Manager at the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber.
And I'm Nate Fisher. I'm the Director of Communications here at the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber.
We're excited to finish the year strong with one last Audacity podcast. In addition to talking to Steve, we're also going to go over a few shopping local options for the holidays. It's more important to shop local now than ever.
Absolutely.
And also give a quick rundown of things you may have missed on VeloCityOKC.com.
Yeah, so let's start out with some local shopping tips. We've talked, as a chamber, we've talked about the importance of shopping locally and supporting our local shops and businesses for a long time, and especially since the pandemic hit.
That's right. It's like I said, it is so important to support our locally owned restaurants, retail options, grocery stores. They need our support right now. And also, whenever you shop local, it's beneficial for our own Oklahoma City economy. I mean, all you have to do is look to the left of me, in front of me, to the right, to see the impact that our retail sales tax dollars can have on our community, let alone just the day-to-day services that they provide for. So
that's a great point.
Definitely want to shout out, shopping local when you can. Mm-hmm. The Chamber did relaunch its Shop Small, Stand Tall.
Stand Tall, Shop Small for OKC.
It all rhymes. It's great. Wonderful slogan. So we relaunched that for the holidays. And I just want to make sure everyone knows how important that is. So
right.
Nate, I know you are probably shopping locally for the holidays. Do you have any stores that you're especially going to check out?
I have actually already bought quite a few things from Woody Candy Company,
one
of my favorite local spots. Yeah, so if you're into candy like I am, they make this toffee that is basically like crack. So just a fair warning on that if you get some for yourself.
You're going to eat it all before you wrap it up.
That's right.
The problem.
That's right.
I was actually checking out the Lights on Broadway event this past weekend. So the day we're recording this, the 15th, I checked it out on the 13th. Which was their last celebration of the year, I believe. Mm-hmm. But a ton of the Automobile Alley and 9th Street shops were having different specials and deals, staying open late for the crowds, which everyone was wearing masks and distancing, of course.
Right.
But definitely want to shout out Plenty Mercantile, Shop Good. Those are two of my favorite places to pick up both gifts for children, adults. I actually got this mask chain at Plenty.
Oh, wow.
The thing that you never knew you needed before 2020, right? I think this would be great for like a mom gift or someone with grandma energy like I have myself. So really enjoying that. Also have to shout out our bookstores. So we have Commonplace Books. They just opened a spot up in Edmond. They have a shop there. And then of course Full Circle, the OG. Right. I picked up 3 or 4 gifts there already. I have a few more places to hit, but those are some of the things I want to shout out specifically.
Yeah. The other thing that I wanted to make sure everybody didn't forget about when it comes to shopping local and supporting local businesses is also our local restaurant groups. In addition to kind of our local retail scene, it's a lot of our local restaurants and eating places,
coffee shops.
Yeah. These are the kinds of things that really give Oklahoma City its own unique flair and its unique fabric. So we want to make sure and not forget about supporting some of our local restaurants as well. So speaking of that, if you're looking for gift ideas, gift cards to our local restaurants and local restaurant groups are a great option.
I agree.
I bought some online gift cards to some chamber members like Parlor Oklahoma City, which is a great, easy way to give somebody a gift where maybe you're not even sure what exactly kind of food they like because there are a lot of different places in Parlor. That's right. Same thing for a Good Egg. I bought a gift card at Good Egg, and of course they have a bunch of different restaurants kind of under their umbrella, but we have a lot of chamber members that are sort of in that same milieu where it's a restaurant group. You can buy one gift card for multiple different restaurants.
That's right.
And that way satisfy lots of different tastes and get a lot of shopping knocked out. The other cool thing about this too, in a lot of cases, you can actually send these electronically over email.
Okay.
So maybe it's somebody that that for whatever reason you're not going to be able to get with physically for the holidays. This is a great option to send that electronically.
That's a really good point. And I also want to point out another gift card option that maybe you haven't thought about. What about a locally owned grocery store?
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Actually, the Chamber gave its employees a Thanksgiving gift card to Homeland.
Yeah.
And a very generous gift. And it was something I wouldn't have thought of ordinarily, but to be able to hop in there, buy a special bottle of wine, maybe do your groceries for the week, either way.
Very handy.
It really did. I actually went to, my mom had surgery on Thanksgiving. And so the day before Thanksgiving, she got out of the hospital on Thanksgiving. And about 10 minutes before Homeland closed on May and Britain, I rushed over there and bought some things for a Thanksgiving dinner so I could cook for her and my dad when she was at home kind of recovering until she went home. So I was like, hey, I didn't even know I would need this gift, but look how great it was. It came in handy, helped me save Thanksgiving right at the last minute.
Bingo, bango. So we are here at the brand new Omni Oklahoma City Hotel that is just getting ready to open, and we're here with General Manager Steve Keenan, and he's been kind enough to take a few moments out of his day. I'm sure you're very busy right now, but to let us know a little bit about what's going on with Omni and what we can expect as things move forward.
Okay, absolutely. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
So Steve, I would love if you could start us off by telling us a little bit more about your grand opening plans. How are we going to celebrate, even though celebrations right now are a little bit different?
Oh, absolutely. We're planning, we will open our hotel on January 26th. We'll kick off today with a ribbon cutting. We'll have a lot of the city officials here, a lot of the people that were instrumental in this building, this hotel coming to fruition in Oklahoma City. We'll also have a lot of our corporate reps in our ownership group, and we'll do a ribbon cutting celebration, and then we're open for business.
Awesome.
So we're really looking forward to that.
What does that mean for people who may want to come here and stay for a night, go to a restaurant? Do you have any specials or anything like that so people can help you get started and celebrate by staying the night here?
Well, we are open for reservations now. We actually opened about a month ago selling our reservations, and we have a lot of, right now we have a spa special where you can buy a gift certificate for the spa.
That sounds perfect.
For $100 instead, we'll give you $25 free on us. So that's one of the specials.
Steve, I know a little bit about your background. You've been with Omni for quite a while in your career, and you've been in places like Dallas and Corpus Christi. Omni is known for not taking sort of a cookie cutter approach to some of their hotels. So what can you tell us about Omni Oklahoma City, and what's special about this particular location?
Sure, that's very true. There's a lot of local and regional inspiration behind a lot of the designs you'll see throughout the hotel, including up in the guest rooms and in the meeting space, and then throughout the public space down the lobby level. You'll see, for instance, you'll see the chevron pattern throughout the hotel, which is a symbolic of the Scissortail flycatcher, the state bird. And you'll see a lot of natural textiles. You'll see a lot of wood, a lot of stone, a lot of metal, which are natural elements here in the state of Oklahoma. But you'll see a lot of nods, tips of the hat to Oklahoma throughout the building.
Very cool. Well, one thing that I noticed as I was walking by here was the OKC Tap House, which caught my eye as a craft beer lover. So what can you tell us about the Tap House and maybe some of the other food and beverage options that you guys have?
To start off with the Tap House, very excited about the Tap House. There are a lot of good breweries here in Oklahoma City, and we want to showcase a lot of the
It's Nate's favorite subject.
Craft beers and, that are very popular here in the city.
Absolutely.
So we're going to have 18 taps in the Tap House. It's a split level sports bar. And one part that's really cool about the Tap House, again, a tie-in to Oklahoma is that the front of the bar is actually a reclaimed basketball court from a high school here in the Oklahoma area.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, that's very cool. But we're expecting Tap House to be very popular. We have the Seltzers 3-meal-a-day restaurant in front of the hotel that is actually it's a modern diner that is kind of symbolic. It's of the old cafeteria scene that was very prevalent here in Oklahoma City back in the 50s. So it's a 3-meal-a-day restaurant. We also have Bob's Steak and Chop House, which is a prime steakhouse. We have Park Grounds Coffee at the over off Scissortail Park. We have the Catbird Seat, which is up on our pool level. Our third level is where we have our pool and recreation area. The Catbird Seat, called the Catbird Seat because it's the best seat in the house for the view.
Yeah.
You can see everything that goes on at Scissortail Park and at the swimming pool.
I'm glad you mentioned the pool, because that's one of the things that I was most interested in. Is there any way that locals can get like a pool pass or anything like that to enjoy, like you said, the view of Scissortail and the recreation on that floor?
Yeah, absolutely. We're entertaining the idea of working in conjunction with a company called Resort Pass.
Oh.
Where when we have down periods in the hotel, we may be able to open it up to the public.
Awesome.
Meaning, though you don't have to be a guest to come to the hotel, you can book a resort pass and come in and experience the pool and
that definitely
all the amenities.
Interests me. So let me put in my voice of approval for that plan if it works out.
Very good.
The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the spa as well. I heard you mention that you do have a special right now. Yes. So what can you tell me about what the spa will offer?
Sure. It's a full spa. It has all the treatment offerings, manicure, pedicure, all your massage options. There would be 8 treatment rooms, including a couples room. We also have a gigantic relaxation room. The manicure pedicure room has a little kitchen off to the side. We think it's going to be very popular with bachelorette parties.
Ooh,
or
yeah.
bachelorette dining bridal groups.
Yes,
I should say. So
that's awesome.
we're very excited about the spa.
Yeah, it does sound very, very cool and a cool thing to bring to this area for sure.
We're also very excited about the fact that we were able to find our director of spa from the local market.
Awesome.
We hired a lady from the local market who's exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah, and it sounds like just another kind of local touch that you've put into every part of this building.
Yes.
Very neat.
Speaking of a local touch, something that seems to be very popular along our skyline these days is a lot of LED lights along the skyline and programming, those sorts of things. So we've noticed that you guys have done some, maybe some testing and
Yes.
some maybe a little bit of showing off of your capabilities. So what can you tell us about, what you plan to do with the lighting on the outside?
Well, we want to participate with what's going on in the city. Right now, it's all obviously the holiday season, so it's red and green. As the Thunder play, we'll put the Thunder colors up.
Nice.
Valentine's Day, we'll probably have all red. St. Patrick's Day, it'll be green. But we plan on having a lot of fun with the lights.
Very cool, very cool.
With the holiday season approaching, people may look at this as an opportunity to gift someone, hotel or spa day experience. What's the best way for people to do that here at the Omni?
OmniHotels.com. You can purchase gift cards for the hotel, for guest rooms, and then you can get the spa.
And would that work for the restaurants too?
Everything in the restaurant, with the exception of Bob's Steak and Chop House. Bob's
Very
Steak
cool.
and Chop House has their own website that you can purchase gift certificates.
Very cool. And we'll include those in the show notes to make sure everyone can find them. That's awesome.
And so for people that are kind of, maybe they're around checking out Scissortail Park, all of these things, the food and beverage options are available and accessible from the park and the street level, right?
Yes, the OKC Tap House, the Park Grounds Coffee Shop, Bob's Steak and Chop House, and we have a double burger bar, which is a walk-up burger bar, gourmet burger bar that will open when we have events in the area, the Scissortail Park, etc. But all of those restaurants and coffee shop are all accessible from the street.
Perfect. So if you're coming down for a Thunder game at some point, you can do some pre-game action at the Tap House.
Exactly.
Get you a coffee.
Sounds like a
and
dream.
you'll be all
Enjoy
set.
the LED lights
That's right.
and the Thunder colors.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for joining us today for Audacity. We really appreciate your time, and we're so looking forward to Omni Hotel's opening here in Oklahoma City.
We're looking forward to opening. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
So before we wrap up today, we just wanted to bring your attention to some VeloCity stories that you may have missed.
That's
We've
right.
got some good content on VeloCityOKC.com that I will have in the show notes for you to peruse. So be sure not to forget about those. But we've got a cool story on the First National Center redevelopment and some good information on how that's going and some information from Gary Brooks that I think everybody's going to really like. So please do check that out.
I think the OU Tower story is really cool too. I mean, recently someone told me that was the largest construction project taking place in the state of Oklahoma. It's
Right.
recently concluded or about to, so check out that story for more about some of the inspiration behind their design and some other details about that tower.
Right, and we've got lots of other stories on local shopping and retail. We've got
Christmas
a nice interview.
lights.
Christmas lights, yeah, Christmas lights to see. If you find yourself in a situation where you don't want to cook for your own Thanksgiving, well,
I didn't want to cook it in
but
either.
Christmas dinner, we've got an article with some options from some chamber members that you may be able to take advantage of. So please check that out too.
And I think, as we conclude, we just want to thank all of you for watching, listening, subscribing to our podcast and our show. This wouldn't be possible without chamber members as well. So I want to give a shout out to all the chamber members that have stuck with the chamber during what was a challenging year. We're all hoping that 2021 improves for all of us, but we appreciate and are incredibly grateful for your support during 2020.
Absolutely. Onwards and upwards, as they say.
As they say.
And we will see you guys on the other side. Thanks a lot. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, constructive criticism, you can get with us in multiple ways. The easiest and best way is just to email us, and that is at networking@okcchamber.com. And of course, if you prefer the social media route, our social media profiles are generally OKC Chamber.
Have a happy holiday season, and we'll see you in 2021.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
That was for a little shout out. What?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, no, stop. Let's just cut that part out.